Okay, already this world is just so much weirder. We have Afghanistan winning a war against the Soviets so far, and they've actually conquered and annexed Tajikistan. Oh my god. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to COD Not Level Up. Today we're here again in this mod that I actually really like. It is called Hearts of Iron 4, the Cold War Assault mod. It's pretty new as well. It's not very polished yet, and there's a lot of states and map things that need to be fixed, as well as a lot of the focus trees aren't really complete yet, but it's still really cool, and there's a lot of really fun stuff in this mod that I want to show you, including the start dates. Now there's a whole bunch of start dates that go through, I believe, like the 60s through the 80s, and we're doing the 1988 one, which is the latest possible one. And we're gonna run this game, I'm telling you now, up through at least 2016. Okay, midway through, when we hit around the year 2000, we're gonna switch over to the Millennium Dawn mod, and I'm gonna sort of convert everything over to it. Previous attempts at this have failed because the Iron Curtain mod is pretty unstable, to be honest. There's so much happening in it that it just crashes all the time and my saves get corrupted. And with this mod, I think I can probably do it. It's pretty simple and keeps the game light even while there's a lot happening. Previously, we did a challenge where we wanted to get a video to 1,000 likes and I would get the next video out the next day. And we're gonna do that again, except we're gonna raise the bar to 1,500 because we hit 1,000 almost instantly. It wasn't even like a problem for you guys. So if we can hit 1,500 likes on this video, I will make sure to get part 2 out the very next day. I know videos have been a little bit sparse recently and I've been a bit busy, but I will be committed to this. If you guys give me 1,500 likes, I will make sure to get you guys a part 2 the very next day because I know how much you love it. So yeah, boys, here we go. This is the Cold War Assault mod running a game from 1988 to the year at least 2016. We're gonna try to go for 2018 though. We're gonna go for wherever we're at right now. Okay, already this world is just so much weirder. We have Afghanistan winning a war against the Soviets so far, and they've actually conquered and annexed Tajikistan. Oh my god. 6,000 equipment was seized. So we have the Afghan militias just conquering the Soviet Union right now. Also, apparently, the Soviets did the really fun focus. The Soviets can sort of spawn civil wars across the world, as they've done in the Arab world here. They've done like the Iraq one, the Syria one. They did it in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Tunisia, and Morocco. So there's communist civil wars in all of these places now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is fantastic. I love this mod because of that. Just that one little thing there. And they can do it in more places too. They can do it in the Americas. They can do it in Central Africa. They can do it in quite a lot of areas. So are they finally going to get a hold of this? They're invading all the way up through Uzbekistan now. Okay, they're just calling tons of people in. They're finally getting a hold of this. Egypt took 2 states. Okay, so the Soviet-sponsored rebellion in Egypt has failed. Are they going to invade Turkmenistan or is... Yep, okay, Uzbekistan just surrendered. It's the super Taliban. Okay, the actual Russian troops are here now to put an end to this. So they had a fun little run there. Man, that was really fun to watch, though. I quite enjoyed watching Afghanistan conquer the Soviet Union. There's a lot of Eastern Coalition Warsaw Pact troops over here as well, all doing their job. It looks like the Soviets in Saudi Arabia are doing really well, though. Yeah, they just took it all. How about Iraq? It's 1v1 right now. Actually, no, it's 1v2. Not too much hope for them. And it looks like in Syria, they also defeated the Soviets. The Soviets are getting their revenge against Afghanistan right now. It's probably not going to be that great for them when they capitulate. Yeah, the Soviets have never been that great at invading Afghanistan, but I'm sure that once they actually finally have their victory, they're going to release their inner Stalin out on them. Isn't that right, Gorbachev? You're secretly Stalin, deep down inside somewhere. Okay, Tajik Socialist Republic was puppeted, and this is Afghanistan. It has no name for some reason. Was also puppeted. So Tajikistan was brought back, and Afghanistan was turned into a small little thing run by Peter Smith, the Asian man. It looks like Southern Sudan is making a comeback. They were really close to capitulation earlier, but now they're actually pushed past their borders. Some things to look out for. Apparently the Mongols are going to invade the Xinjiang Autonomous Region. That's probably going to work out great, seeing as it's a puppet of China. And we also have Yugoslavia is going to be invading Austria. We've seen that before in other games, and we've seen Yugoslavia do really well, and then collapse under the major civil war it has in a few years. But that might not happen in this mod. I'm not sure if those events are coded in. Cambodia just signed a white peace between 2 communist powers fighting in Cambodia. They both have the same flag and everything, but they're just like 2 sides of the Communist Party fighting. One's not even Maoist, they're both just communist. And would you look at that, Southern Sudan is just conquering Sudan. And Japan declared war on Japanese People's Republic. Okay. One really nice little gem I noticed about this mod is that Japan still has its normal focus tree. So everything it has in base game it has right here, and they've gone down the unthinkable option. So the UK also has its just base focus tree, and it's about to declare war on Sweden. So that's gonna be fun to watch, I guess. Margaret Thatcher invades Sweden in 1989. Alright boys, the Russians just did their thing in Central Africa as well. All these countries just erupted into the communist civil wars. The one to pay attention to is the one in Zaire, probably, because this is the one that usually picks up the most traction, I've noticed at least. I guess they don't have any factories this time, so they probably won't do that well, but I've seen Democratic Republic of the Congo do really well against Zaire before. Actually, looks like the communists in Chad aren't doing too bad either, and the ones in Niger are doing okay. We might see some victories here, I'm not too sure. Also looks like Sudan is making a comeback. South Sudan. Rip, there's quite a few encirclements here. Most of South Sudan's army is encircled. Okay, so after Asian endeavors, the Russians will just be able to get an annex war goal against... Oh, look at that, there's our Austria war. But they're just going to get an annex war goal against China and India. That's pretty insane. I'll rest in peace, Socialist Republic of Chad. You tried, buddy. But here's our war, Yugoslavia versus Austria. Yugoslavia is winning pretty hard. They've already lost Vienna, but it looks like the Austrian divisions are in better shape. Yugoslavia is pushing through, but they have a lot of equipment problems that the Austrians don't seem to have. So maybe if the war gets prolonged, Austria could somehow win if there's a pretty good encirclement that takes place or something. Not that kind of encirclement though, Austria. Now there's probably no chance now that they've lost a division. And that is horrible. Yugoslavia just took this state and left Austria alive with 2 separated states. Congratulations. Japan was annexed by the Japanese People's Republic too. Wow, Sudan took 1 state, and the Southern Sudan Autonomous Region was annexed. They really gave Sudan a run for their money this time. They almost won. They almost took them over. I think maybe the capital was even taken at one point. And here's what I'm talking about the Democratic Republic of the Congo doing well. Somehow they got out of division even though they didn't have a factory, and they still don't. They're producing guys. I guess they just had equipment. I guess they were funded by the Soviets. They have rations and army uniforms, but no guns. People's Republic of Niger and People's Republic of Mali are looking like they're gonna win their wars, which in previous tests that I've done, they did not, and they were not able to win their wars. It's still a maybe for Mali, but it looks pretty definite for Niger. And if you're wondering about these countries up here who are all just still locked into civil wars, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya, neither side has divisions, so neither side can win. How I've seen them win in the past was one country like the Soviet Union just sends one side volunteers and they win instantly. So Gorbachev is doing an incursion into China, so we're gonna see a big Soviet-Chinese war occur. And China looks pretty prepared this time. Also, one thing, it appears that Latvia just left the Warsaw Pact and nothing came about that, which is pretty funny. Actually, looking at this, I think Niger might actually win. They're defending here, and their capital is working out really well. And these communist divisions are just killing themselves trying to cross this border, trying to cross this river. There's another victory for the communists in the civil wars. Democratic Republic of the Congo was victorious in defeating Zaire. Whoa, Romania declared war on Romanian People's Republic. Okay, Romanian People's Republic declared war on Warsaw, or joined Warsaw Pact. If they join NATO, that would be absolutely insane, but I don't think they will. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic. What the hell? Russian Federation? Civil war in Russia right now, and the Russia, like I guess the conservative Russia declaring war on the one rebelling, joined Afghanistan. They joined Afghan, the faction Afghan, who is, I guess they're in that by themselves. So they're in a faction by themselves called Afghan, and they've just declared war against the Warsaw Pact, which is now a different color. So I wonder if Romania will join Afghan. What did the Soviets do to have that happen? That means Gorbachev is they actually have the default tree, and Russian Federation actually has the normal tree, the custom tree. What did they do to cause that? I actually don't know. I can't seem to find it. If you know what causes that in this mod, please let me know, because it's actually looking like Russian Federation is going to lose. Okay, Chad has just declared war on Cameroon. That's pretty interesting. That's one of our first actually organic wars that's happened in this game, I think. So Chad has 4 divisions. This is the normal Chad. I don't know if it's democratic or not. This is reactionary Chad invading Cameroon. which is also reactionary, so no commies in this one. Romania was annexed by the Romanian People's Republic. We kind of all saw that coming. Also have, look at this, Mali finishing off their war, or at least trying. They're kind of running into the same issue that Niger has, where their divisions have won the country, but they just can't take the capital. Observing the Russians, it looks like they're not doing that hot, but they're surviving at least. They have divisions out. They're actually conquering Estonia right now. Or they were conquering Estonia, now Estonia's fought back. And it looks like the Russians are building quite a big army. They must have took a lot of the equipment with them from the Civil War. And the AI is smart enough to actually early deploy these troops. So they're making quite the defense of Moscow right now. They have to fight the entire Warsaw Pact. They're doing good over here though. Looks like they're about to get cracked down on. And rest in peace, Mali. People's Republic of Mali has now replaced. They finally did it. They somehow won their war. I wonder how many more of these countries will follow to communism, not too sure. Okay, so Moscow fell, it appears. And Russians are still fighting. Actually, they're all trapped all over the place. They're holding Leningrad, and look at this. They've got quite the defense of Leningrad going on here. Oh, but it's all over. Alrighty, rest in peace. Russian Federation was annexed. Afghanistan was annexed. Soviet Republic has won out. They tried, boys. They tried. Okay, America just declared war on Iraq in 1990. I guess that makes sense. Good old H.W. Bush invading Iraq. And yes, it is Saddam Hussein himself in power. He doesn't have quite the powerful military like he boasted before, though, and he didn't even invade Kuwait, and he's getting nuked. He didn't even invade Kuwait, and he's getting nuked by the Americans. A lot. Baghdad was just nuked. They're being nuked to smithereens, boys. Every city, Mosul, they've been nuked like 6 times now. Is it gonna end? That one, okay, Turkey already controlled that when that was nuked. That was nuked after the fact, gotta be like 8 times. They just refuse to stop. It keeps going. So I think the nuking spree is over. 13 nukes used in 1990 by George H.W. Bush against Iraq. Here's Chad's invasion of Cameroon. They're doing okay. They've reached into the country, but I think Cameroon has sort of stopped this from getting any worse. And it looks like their whole army is gonna get cut off too. Wow, the AI is being really smart. They're attacking these guys so they can't get back, and they're cutting off from the behind. It looks like one guy got there, though. Alright, so there was just a brief war between China and the Japanese People's Republic, but that was ended. They white peace instantly. And not the big China, by the way. Taiwan is who we're talking about here. Here we go. Here's another African war. Mozambique versus Malawi. I think both sides, again, are reactionary, so we won't see one joining the Comintern, or I guess it's actually called the Warsaw Pact now. Instantly, half of Malawi was captured. Mozambique has a much more advanced, I guess, and larger army than Malawi, so it'll probably just be annexed here soon. And another one too, Benin was just annexed by Burkina Faso, and Malawi was annexed by Mozambique. Burkina Faso is looking like quite the strange country. At least they have a port now. They don't even have a port. They'll probably start going after other countries too. Togo's pretty small, and Ghana only has 1 division. And then of course, there is Niger over here, who has 1 province left and is pinned down by their communist counterparts. They'll probably remain like that for a long time. Oh, Libyan Socialist Republic has developed divisions. It's Polish volunteers. So they're gonna go win the war for them, or just stand around, I don't know, whichever one. Okay, and France has just left NATO, and apparently they became communist. Congratulations, France, you did it. And we're gonna end it here, boys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. There was just a new faction that just formed. Supporters of Nationalism, the faction. Panama, and a piece of Libya. And then, of course, we also have Tanzania and the Democratic Republic of the Congo teaming up against Zambia. So Zambia's big dead at this point. Although Zambia is not 2 states, it's all 1 state. It's not going to be split up. It's going to be given just to one of these guys. But thanks for watching this. If you're excited for next episode, make sure to hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Really quick, big thanks to all my patrons, Cody Venturini, Infinitum Gamer, Jeremy Houston, Paxis, Rodney, and Samuel Bjornsson. I really deeply appreciate all of your support. We're getting really close to 27k, and that means we're pretty close to 30k. So please, everyone, hit subscribe if you guys want to see the channel get pretty far. I really appreciate all the support, and it's been amazing. But anyways, boys, if you like this video, make sure to hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.